in a future not too far from our own, sleep is a luxury we no longer need. The world has found a way to harvest the very thing that once allowed us to restore dreams. These aren't just memories or fantasies. No, they're a potent energy source. Each dream, each fleeting thought, a frequency capable of powering an entire city. And in the dark heart of this technological marvel, one woman stands at the center of it all. Meet Ava, neuro-engineer, a visionary, the woman who has dedicated her life to perfecting the art of dream extraction. Her dream? A world where no one has to sacrifice their most personal experiences, where technology can benefit everyone without pain. Sounds like a noble goal, right? But we all know the road to progress isn't always as pretty as it seems. Ava works in her lab, holograms floating all around her, charts and graphs measuring the electrical patterns of dreams. Her hands move with practiced precision, but there's something in her eyes that hints at a deeper conflict. She watches the news in the background, families smiling as their dreams fuel the city, unaware of the cost. A small, almost imperceptible flicker of doubt crosses her face. So, here's Ava Wone, of the brightest minds in the field, thinking she's on the brink of a breakthrough. After all, she's so close. Just one more step, just one more test, and maybe, just maybe, she can eliminate the pain. No one will have to lose their dream again. But the universe, as always, has other plans. In a cold and sterile extraction facility, machines hum ominously in the background, tubes filled with glowing liquids suspended in midair. Ava steps in, her breath catching slightly. She watches as a person lies unconscious, hooked up to the machinery, their body drained of more than just physical energy. But every dream comes with a price. And Ava's about to learn exactly how steep that price really is. In a dimly lit underground lair, Ava meets the Dream Rebels. They've lived through the horror of the dream harvesting process firsthand. They are scarred physically and mentally, but they're still fighting, desperate to tear down the very system Ava helped build. Rebel leader, gritting his teeth, says, "This isn't about progress, Ava. It's about control, power. People are suffering. You've got to help us stop this." Ava looks at them, but her mind keeps returning to one thing. The face of her brother, his body in a coma, his dream ripped away to power the city's lights. It's all fun and games until you realize the game you're playing is rigged. And Ava? She's about to see just how deep the rabbit hole really goes. Ava breaks into the facility. The lights flicker, casting eerie shadows across the rows of suspended dreams in jars. Her breath catches in her throat when she sees it, the dream of her brother, a vision of a perfect world, now hanging lifeless in a tube. Sometimes the past is better left forgotten, but when the truth slaps you in the face, there's no escaping it. This is the cost of progress. Ava stumbles back, horrified. The memory of her brother, laughing beside her as they dreamed of a better world, plays in her mind like a haunting echo. Later, Ava makes the ultimate decision to break into the facility and shut it down. Ava stands before the central core of the dream harvesting machine, the one she helped design. But to do so, she must confront the dark truth of the technology. In order to destroy it, she must sacrifice her own dream for the very thing that has driven her entire life's work. The technology is so intertwined with her own mind that removing it would leave her a shell of a person, lost in a void of emptiness. Ava stands before the central core of the dream harvesting machine, her hands covered in blood as she removes the final component. She holds a vial of liquid containing the dream of her brother, his vision of hope and freedom. As she watches the vial shatter, her own tears mix with the blood on her hands. She has saved the world, but at a great personal cost. Her dream, her future, is now gone. In its place is a lingering emptiness, the weight of what she has sacrificed for the greater good. Her hands are stained not just with blood, but with the dreams of 1,000 forgotten souls. The lights in the facility begin to dim, the hum of the machines dying out, as Ava collapses to her knees. Ava has saved the world, but what happens when you lose the very thing that drove you? Ava stands in the silence, the city now darkened by the power loss. But as the first rays of dawn begin to break through the sky, she catches sight of something: the street vendor selling dream-infused lollipops, a last, twisted reminder of the world that once was. Guess some people still need their sugar rush, just without the soul-crushing side effects. Ava gives a small, weary smirk, shaking her head. Alright, now it's your turn. What do you think? Was Ava's sacrifice worth it? Would you give up your dream to save the world? Or would you fight for a better future without giving up your soul? If you've enjoyed this little adventure into the dystopian nightmare we call progress, don't forget to hit that like button. Share it with your friends, because who doesn't love a story where everyone ends up slightly worse off? Oh, and be sure to subscribe for more tales of the future, where the only thing darker than the sky is the truth. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Tell us what you would do in Ava's shoes. Let's get a conversation going about the cost of progress. Like, comment, and share this video, because the future isn't just something we live in, it's something we create. And we want to know where you stand, or your dreams get harvested.